All right, guys, here with David Chung. Let's go check out his little operation.
All right.
Little operation, I say. This thing's massive.
Look, grind hard, well done, sir, and welcome to the freaking well show.
Put these on so you don't get hit by the forklift. The guy who drives it is crazy. All right, let's go. Look at that.
Bulk books.
Bulk books, baby. Want to tell us what's going on here?
Yeah, it's just a lot of books.
So you have those doors over there. Is that where everything comes in?
Yeah, that's one of our dock doors over there.
Probably keep it uniform.
But yeah, this is pretty much it. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, it's like pretty straightforward. But you know, how the books come in, bulk books.
Yeah. You got a merchant section, don't you?
Yeah. Let's walk towards the merchant section, and then it'll probably be a lot better just because it's going to be quieter over there.
So out here with David right now. Here's the merchant operation. Is it still worth doing merchant fulfilled books?
Is it still worth doing merchant fulfilled books?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
How do you keep it all organized, man?
We use like an age-based system, and we just make sure we're meticulous as far as like where every item goes.
What are the benefit of doing merchant fulfilled versus FBA?
For me, I really like it because you can keep track of the inventory better. Like in mine, it's a lot easier to keep track of when you can see it physically.
Right.
And
You can also cross list too, right?
you can also cross list on multiple different channels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many sales result from channels other than Amazon?
Majority of our sales are from off Amazon, not
Okay.
Amazon. Yeah.
Gotcha. Wow.
Yeah.
Do you care to share what platforms?
Yeah, it's pretty much every other platform than Amazon. So
Okay.
it's going to be eBay, A-Books,
Okay.
yeah, all the big ones.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So out of every day when your team comes through here and takes all these books off the shelves, a lot of them are going eBay.
A lot of them are going to eBay. Yeah, a lot of them are going to eBay.
And so when you cross list, how do you determine which one gets the sale? Is it whichever one sells first? Like what if it's going for like 15 bucks on eBay, but 22 bucks on Amazon? Would you ever shut the eBay down and be like, we can get 22 for it on Amazon. Why would we settle for less on eBay? Do you do that?
No, we indiscriminately, well, we somewhat indiscriminately list on all the different channels, and whoever gets the sale first gets it.
Okay.
For the most part.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what are we in here? What is this right now?
It's a bookstore.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is the most profitable part of your business, I imagine.
It can be. This is like it's a project that we did for a while, and it's a pay what you can like community bookstore, like a little free library, but it's a big free library.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. So, in my opinion, you're very successful for how young you are.
Thank you.
You're very young and you're very driven, but like something about you, and I know you guys haven't been with me for David, I haven't had my phone out recording like our whole experience with them or my whole experience with them, but something about you is you're very neat, organized, which is kind of the same thing, but you seem to think things out before you take action, and you seem to have a lot of wisdom for like how young you are. What are you, 20, 28, 29?
29. Yeah.
29. And I have a feeling you were like this when you were 22 too.
Yeah, I'd say like I've developed a little bit. I've
Okay.
grown, but for the most part.
There's a lot of people watching this that don't want to do books. There's a lot of people watching this that are in college right now. They're interested in my channel. They follow me because I travel, or maybe they're here for the first time. What advice would you have to them just to get that or even to me to make that mindset shift of becoming a person who is put together?
Can you repeat the question?
So they say your business is a reflection of you as a person.
Sure.
And my room is a fucking mess.
Okay.
You are very neat, you're very clean, but you also have this aura about you where everything is, it seems like you think things out and then you take action.
Mm-hmm.
And for how young you are, you seem to have like some conviction behind it that, I don't know if it comes with experience or what, but how do you cultivate that?
Yeah.
How do you cultivate David Chung?
You know, I think like the most important factor for me is kind of like, you know, having this idea of what kind of life I want. You know, that's kind of how, where a lot of like my actions and how I run my business and you know, how I clean my room, etc. Like all this stuff comes from this deep desire to live a like excellent life, you know.
Yeah.
And live a life that's extraordinary. And so, you know, from that desire, I think stems like a lot of my habits and a lot of what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess to answer your question, you know, if you want to work on mindset, it's like first you have to know what you actually desire.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because you know different people might desire different things. Like there might be people out there who all they desire is like pleasure and fun, and you know their idea of happiness, and that'll cause them to like live in a way where it's very apparent, right? So you might, if your entire life is consumed around pleasure and fun, you might be making decisions different from, you know, if you wanted to live a life that is very disciplined and where you're pushing yourself to the
Do you look at
highest
yourself
limits.
as that? Do you look at yourself as being very disciplined and pushing yourself higher?
You know,
That question was framed in like a very, like, I kind of put you in a box. Like, do you look at yourself as like a type A person? I guess is the right question. Like a,
right. Not so much. Like I don't think that like discipline is the number one thing in my life.
Gotcha.
You know? I think it's important. I think like you know, having character and moral fiber and all that is really important. But as far as like mastery goes, you know, that isn't something that completely consumes me. I think you and I spoke about this in the past, but the most important thing I think for me right now is just like relationships and
yeah.
just making sure like the connection between me and another person, whether it's you or whoever I'm interacting with, making sure that connection is, you know, kind of the priority in my day-to-day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is that like your personal life? Does that transition to business as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. I think a lot of the decisions that I make for the business has to do with, you know, kind of creating this great work environment for our employees. And part of the reason why that's so important to me is because how I value our relationship, the employee-employer relationship. Yeah. I think it's important for employees to respect that, but just as important, if not more important, for the employer to hold their end of the bargain and create a workplace that's you know, fulfilling for their employees.
Yeah. What advice do you have for someone out there aspiring to build a huge business, particularly a book business? And what warnings do you have? What do you say? Watch out for this, or maybe it's not all that you expect, or maybe it's more than you expect in this aspect. What advice do you have to people that want to build a huge book business?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is, you know, treat people well, whether it's your employees or your suppliers or your vendors. If you want to grow anything to something larger than yourself, you're going to need other people to help you out.
Yeah.
And part of that is just making sure that you, again, keep those relationships, and then you also make sure that you're treating them well, make them feel good, so that they want to help you out.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are your long-term goals? 10, 15, I mean, we talked a little about this at dinner the other night, but
Yeah.
15 years down the road, where do you see yourself?
If I'm somewhere warm and kind of like in a house by the beach and in a t-shirt and shorts and flip-flops every day, 10, 15 years from now, and I'm just enjoying life and the company I'm with, and you're coming to visit every now and then, I think that's what it will take to make it in life for me.
We're gonna edit that clip out and go 15 years in the future, and then it's gonna be me and David walking down the beach together at his house. Might be holding hands with our salseras next to us.
Yeah.
We both picked up salsa dancing pretty recently, so you can watch my salsa videos on Instagram. I don't know if you'll ever post them or not.
Maybe one
but
day, yeah.
You'll see the progress. You'll definitely see us 15 years from now killing it
Yeah.
on the beach.
Yeah, so that would be my ultimate goal. How about you, Avery?
15 years?
Yeah, 15 years.
It's way too far to ask me. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
how old would you be? 40?
No, I'd be 39. Holy shit.
So almost 40?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Still be young though.
Yeah.
Technology's getting better. You're getting fake hearts pretty soon. I don't know, 15 years, I see myself with a family. I hope I would have traveled the whole world by then. Every single continent. I'm not going to say every single country, but a lot of the countries. Hope to culture shock myself a lot. I hope to be an awesome dancer. As far as where I'm at, physically, I have no idea. Maybe a different country. I want to be somewhere with community though.
Yeah.
Connection.
Grind
Yeah.
hard, well done,
So,
sir. And
appreciate you,
welcome
David.
to the freaking well show. And party central to my well ones. A night of violated hell codes. Dope sells like the charge do. But selling's all about potential. And money speaks, then I'm the main act. I